In front of her husband's body, the woman thought she'd cry her heart out, but instead she stayed eerily calm, not a single tear in her eyes. She pulled the white sheet over him without hesitation, as if nothing had happened. No one knows how much time passed, when suddenly, something stirred beneath the sheet. He slowly sat up, still covered in white, and began walking through the hospital halls. The strange part was, no one could see him. Ahead, a glowing tunnel appeared, a passage to the afterlife. But Carl didn't want to leave just yet. He couldn't let go of the woman he loved, Annie. So he returned to their little home. Watching Annie arrive safely, Carl finally let out a silent sigh of relief. He was scared she might do something reckless after losing him. Annie looked around their once joyful home, now filled with nothing but sadness. She sat down to eat the dinner meant for both of them. Even though every bite felt like a knife, she forced it down, childishly thinking, maybe if she finished it all, the man she loved might somehow come back. But a sudden cramp in her stomach made her vomit uncontrollably. Carl saw everything, and his heart ached for her. The only thing he could do now was sit quietly by her side, because life had to go on. Annie forced herself to be strong. She started going out more often. One day she didn't come home at all. The lamp flickered nonstop. Carl grew uneasy. He feared she was never coming back. But that night, Annie returned. Before Carl could feel relief, he saw a stranger walk in behind her. Their body language was intimate. Carl had once wished for Annie to move on, but seeing it for real, his anger and jealousy boiled over. Lights in the house began to flicker wildly. Books tumbled from shelves. Annie was already used to the house's strange noises. The next day, Annie wrote something on a piece of paper, slipped it into a crack in the wall, and sealed it shut. Carl instantly realized she was leaving for good. Desperate to know what she wrote, he began frantically scratching at the wall. Annie soon left by car. Carl stood at the window watching, but didn't follow. New owners moved into the house. They redecorated everything. Watching them laugh and live happily, Carl decided they had to go, because the happier they were, the more likely they'd stay, and that meant Annie would never come back. So he smashed a glass on the floor. Terrified, the family packed up and left that very night. Once again, Carl was alone, and regret hit him like a wave. He should have left with Annie. He longed to find her, to know if she was okay. The only clue that might lead him to her was that note hidden in the wall. So he dug at the crack even harder, day after day, until finally, he managed to tear back one tiny corner. But just then,